Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 15. We heard how how Lord Balaram killed Dhenuka, and then they entered back into Vrindavan, and how the boys, their friends, are singing their glories. So Krishna and Balaram have entered Vrindavan with their friends, with the cows. We are hearing this beautiful description by Sukadev Goswami. Ramgo Rajaschurita Kuntalabhatta Barha.
Neha, you can do, na?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Tam Raja Churita Kuntalabhatta Barha.
Vanya Prasuna Ruchire Kshanacha Ruhasam.
Vanya Prasuna Ruchirarikshana Charuhasam.
Venum Kvanantam Anuge Upagita Kirtam.
Venum Kwanantam Anugay Upagita Kirtim.
Gopyo Didirkshe Tadrisho Payagam Sametaha.
Gopyo Didakshit Drik Abhayagaman Sametaha.
Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Lord Krishna's hair powdered with the dust raised by the cows was decorated with a peacock feather and forest flowers. The Lord glanced charmingly and smiled beautifully, playing upon his flute, while his companions chanted his glories. The gopis all together came forward to meet him, their eyes very eager to see him. Superficially, the gopis were young married girls, and therefore they would naturally be ashamed and fearful of casting loving glances at a beautiful young boy like Sri Krishna. But Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all living beings are his eternal servants. Thus, the gopis, although the most pure hearted of all great souls, did not hesitate to come forward and satisfy their love struck eyes by drinking in the sight of beautiful young Krishna. The gopis also relished the sweet sound of his flute and the enchanting fragrance of his body. So Sukadev Goswami is giving us this beautiful description. Krishna is coming back to the village. He's coming with the cows. And so, when the cows, so many cows are walking, the Brajraj is being raised. And that is now Krishna's hair is filled with this Brajraj. So, and he has forest flowers on his head. He's smiling, glancing beautifully at everyone. And he's playing the flute. His friends are speaking about his glories. The gopis have come to see him. So the gopis are young married girls. Someone may say that how they are just looking at him like that. They are Krishna's own energy. We are all eternal servants of Krishna. And we each have a loving relationship with Krishna. So the gopis are drinking the beautiful sight of Krishna by their eyes. We feel we are thirsty, we drink something. We drink water, we feel our satisfaction. So the gopis are looking at Krishna and drinking his beauty with his eyes. They're feeling great satisfaction. Relishing his flute, the song of his flute, and the fragrance of his body. Pitva mukunda mukasaragam akshibringes.
पीत्वा मुकुन्दा मुखसारगम् आक्षिभृङ्गेस्
Apam jahurverahajam virachayoshi tohni.
तापं जहूविर्हजमव्रजयोषितो अर्हि
Tatsat kritim samatikam yavisheshapushtam.
तत्सत्कृतिं घिगम्य विवेश जोष्टम्
Savridahasa vinayam yadapangamoksham.
सव्रीडहास विनयं यत् आपङ्गमोक्षम्
In the deer-like eyes, the women of Vrindavan drank the honey of the beautiful face of Lord Mukunda, and thus they gave up the distress they had felt during the day because of separation from him. The young Vrindavan ladies cast sidelong glances at the Lord, glances filled with bashfulness, laughter, and submission, and Sri Krishna, completely accepting these glances as a proper offering of respect, entered the cowherd village. In Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Srila Prabhupada describes this incident as follows. All the gopis in Vrindavan remained very morose on account of Krishna's absence. All day they were thinking of Krishna in the forest or of him herding cows in the pasture. When they saw Krishna returning, all the anxieties were immediately relieved, and they began to look at his face the way drones hover over the honey of the lotus flower. When Krishna entered the village, the young gopis smiled and laughed. Krishna, while playing the flute, enjoyed the beautiful smiling face of the gopis. So the gopis were so sad that they couldn't see Krishna during the day. And now that he's back, they are happy. Their eyes are compared to like bees, how bees always drinking the honey, nectar from the flowers. So their, their eyes are like bees now. They're drinking the honey. Krishna's lotus face, beautiful Krishna's beautiful lotus face, and they are laughing and they're shy. So it's like a festival for them, festival for their eyes. Krishna's come back, their life has come back. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is a supreme master of romantic skills, and thus he expertly engaged loving feelings with the young cowherd girls of Vrindavan. When a chaste young girl is in love, she glances at her beloved with shyness, jubilation, and submission. When the beloved accepts her offering of love by receiving her glance and is thus satisfied with her, the loving young girl's heart becomes filled with happiness. These were exactly the romantic exchanges taking place between beautiful young Krishna and the loving cowherd girls of Vrindavan. So they were looking at him with love, with submission, with shyness, and he's reciprocating their love. He's reciprocating their glance. And because of this reciprocation, they are so happy because they are expressing their love for Krishna and he's receiving their love and he's also expressing his love for them. So they're also feeling encouraged and happy in that. Yor Yashoda Rohinyo
sorry तर्यो यशोदा रोहिणीयोर
Putrayo Putra Vatsale
पुत्रयो पुत्रवत्सले
Yatha Kamam Yatha Kalam
यथा कामं यथा कालं
Vyadhatam Paramashishaha.
व्यध्यतां परम् आशिषः
Yashoda and Mother Rohini, acting most affectionately toward their two sons, offered all the best things to them in response to their every desire and at the various appropriate times. The word Param Ashisha indicates the attractive blessings of a loving mother, which include the wonderful food, beautiful clothes, jewelry, toys, and constant affection. The words yatha kamam, yatha kalam indicate that all the Yashoda and Rohini satisfied all the desires of their sons, Krishna and Balaram. They also properly regulated the boys' activities. In other words, they prepared wonderful food for their children. But they saw to it that the boys ate at the proper time. Similarly, their children would play at the proper time and sleep at the proper time. The word yatha kamam does not indicate that the mothers indiscriminately allowed the boys to do whatever they liked, but in the proper civilized way, they showered their blessings upon their children. So, Sukadev Goswami is saying that Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini, they loved their sons so much. And whatever the children wanted, they were giving them, but not spoiling them. They were not spoiled. Sometimes we may spoil the children not knowing or what should be given at what time. They're giving them everything what they need. Clothes, jewelry, toys, a lot of love. Appropriate things at appropriate time. A lot of good food. So really showering their love for the boys. Srila Sanatan Goswami comments that the mothers loved their sons so much that as they embraced them, they would carefully check all their limbs to see if they were healthy and strong. Mothers do that, right? They'll they'll hug the children and then make sure, okay, hands and legs are all okay, the child doesn't have hurt anywhere. So they're also constantly checking. Mother Rohini and Mother Yashoda. Did you all want to add anything? Any comments?
So beautiful. Like how the
Wonderful,
love is
right?
flowing everywhere. Like how the gopis, the gopals, Mother Yashoda.
Yeah, that's right. Very beautiful description here
So much,
Sukadev Goswami is giving us.
yeah, so much and so much love. Actually, like
Much love.
how everyone is so busy loving. Actually,
You can only see
Yeah,
love. Yeah. Right. I mean, there's nothing like, anything negative, anything. It's just pure love.
yeah, that's right.
Mm.
We heard how the cowherd boys are loving Krishna, how the cows are loving Krishna. Now we are seeing the gopis, the young girls, the younger gopis, the elder gopis. How they're all loving Krishna and how Krishna is loving them. Yeah, as you
and
all
I
said,
think when
only
there is
love.
like how we think that when there is prem, when there is like like real love, when there is no worries, no fear, it is just love then. And anything
Yeah,
that we do true from our heart, then that thing gives a positive result only.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And I think the distress also just goes off. Nothing,
Yeah.
whatever you had, you, when the love is there, no distress.
yeah, that's true. Mm,
It disappears.
yeah, the stress disappears because the most overpowerful emotion that they're
Mm.
feeling is love. Gadadvan, Gadadvanashramau tatra,
Gat agvanashramau tatra
Majan non mardan adibihi.
मज्जन् उन्मर्दन आदिभिः
निबिम्बसित्वा रुचिरां
निबिम्बसित्वा रुचिराम्
दिव्यस्रगन्धमण्डितौ
दिव्यस्त्रगन्धमण्डितौ.
Having bathed and massaged, the two young lords were relieved of the weariness caused by walking on the country roads. Then they were dressed in attractive robes and decorated with transcendental garlands and fragrances. So they've come home tired. They had a whole day out. Of course, they've killed the demons also. So here now they're getting a nice massage, a nice bath. They're feeling fresh. We also come back tired. We also want to take a nice warm shower. So here now, and now they are wearing nice clothes, garlands, fragrances. Janani uparatam prashya
जननी उपहरतं पार्श्वे
swadi annam upalalito
स्वादि अन्नम् उपलालितौ
samvishya varashayayam
संविश्य वरशयायाम्
sukham shushupatur raje.
सुखं सुषुप्रतु व्रजे.
After dining sumptuously on the delicious food given them by the mothers and being pampered in various ways, the two brothers lay down upon their excellent beds and happily went to sleep in the village of Raj. So they've come back home, they were embraced by the mothers, and then they bathed and massaged, and now their mothers have prepared delicious food for them. They're being loved by them. You know, you know how mothers like to pamper their children. They haven't seen them all day, then they'll be like, oh, do you want this? Do you want that? You see your children after a long time. Sneha is seeing Priyanka after a long time, so she may be doing that. Oh, what do you want to eat today? Or where do you want to go today? What do you want today?
True. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now these brothers are now gone to sleep happily. Evam sa Bhagavan Krishna
एवं स भगवान् कृष्णो
Vrindavana Chara Kvachet
वृन्दावनरः वृन्दावनचरः क्वचित्
Yayo Ramam Rite Rajan
ययो राममृते राजन्
Alindim Sakibir Ritaha.
कालिन्दिं सखिभिर्ब्रिवत्.
King, the Supreme Lord Krishna, thus wandered about the Vrindavan area, performing his pastimes. Once surrounded by his boyfriends, he went without Balaram to the Yamuna river. So, like this, every day Krishna is having pastimes and so much love going around between the Brajvasis and him. And so then now again, there's one day, Sukadev Goswami is saying, also on this day, Balaram is not gone with him. Krishna has gone with his friends to the Yamuna. Atva Gavascha Gopascha
अथवा गावश्च गोपाश्च
Nid Agat Atapapirita
निदाघत् आतपपीडितः
Dushtam Jalam Papustasyas
दुष्टं जलं पपुस्तस्य
Trishnartha Vishadushitam.
तृष्णार्थः विषदूषितम्.
At that time, the cows and cowherd boys were feeling acute distress from the glaring summer sun. Afflicted by thirst, they drank the water from the Yamuna river, but it had been contaminated with poison. Vrindavan can be really hot in the summers. I don't know if y'all have visited Vrindavan when it's hot. It's really hot. We had gone once in summer, and then got, was really hot. Karishma, she got like sunburned. So anyway, then you feel so thirsty. So the boys have now drank water. The cows were drinking water, but the water was poisoned of the Yamuna. Vishamba said, Upasprishya
विष अभ्य तत् उपस्पृश्य
Devopahata Chetasa
देवोपहत चेतसः
Nepeturvyasava Sarve
निपेतु व्यसवः सर्वे
Salil Ante Kurudvaha
सलीलन्ते कुरुद्वः
Vikshatanvai Tatha Bhutan
वीक्षयतान् वै तथा भूतान्
Krishno Yogeshwareshwaraha
कृष्णो योगेश्वर ईश्वरः
Iksha Amrita Varshinya
ईक्षा अमृतवर्षिण्या
Swanathan Samajivaya.
स्वनाथान् समजीवयत्.
As soon as they touched the poison water, all the cows and boys lost their consciousness by the divine power of the Lord and fell lifeless at the water's edge. O hero of the Kurus, seeing them in such a condition, Lord Krishna, the master of all masters of mystic potency, felt compassion for these devotees who had no Lord other than him. Thus he immediately brought them back to life by showering his nectarian glands upon them. So the water was poisoned. They drank the water and they have they died, fell lifeless at the water's edge by the divine power of the Lord. So it's Krishna's arrangement. Somehow by his arrangement now they died. And then Krishna, by his glance, he's bringing them back to life. Because the water was poison. So, drinking poison, then you're going to die. But he's brought them back to life now. Te sampratita samritya
ते सम्प्रतीत संवृत्य
samutaya jalantika
समुत्थाय जलाङ्कित जल अन्तिकात्
asansu vismita sarve
आसन् सुविस्मिताः सर्वे
vikshamana parasparam.
वीक्षमाणः परस्परम्.
Regaining their full consciousness, the cows and boys stood up out of the water and began to look at one another in great astonishment. So now they come back to life and they're looking at each other. What happened? We'll read this. It's the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one. We'll finish it.
Anvam Anvamam Satatadrajan
अन्वमं सत्सतराजन्
Govind Anugrahekshitam
गोविन्द अनुग्रह ईक्षितम्
Pitva Visham Paretasya
पीत्वा विषं परे तस्य
Punar Uttanam Atmanaha.
पुनरुत्थानम् आत्मनः.
Looking the coward boys and considered that although they had drunk poison and in fact had died, simply by the merciful glance of Govinda, they had regained their lives and stood up by their own strength. Thus, in the purports of the humble servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, to the 10th Canto, 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Killing of Dhenuka, the Ass Demon. So the boys are understanding, oh, we were dead actually. We drank the water was poison, so we were dead, and now Krishna has got us back to life. Govinda has brought us back to life. Govinda, name for Krishna, enlivens the life and senses. So Krishna has brought them back to life, and they are well and healthy again. Then the story is going to continue to the next chapter of Kalya, which we'll continue tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like how now we are
Yeah,
seeing
go
that how the
ahead.
life revolves around them. The Gopas, the Krishnas, life revolved around the Gopas, Gopis, cows, Yashodama. So like
Yeah.
how it's like just moving beautiful leelas.
Yeah. As Neha just said, right, that you see only love here. There's
Hmm.
everywhere you all the love in all the exchanges. Like there's no stress, no tension. अभी ये करना है, अभी ये क्या हो गया?
Hmm.
Even though there may be like a little bit, but then Krishna is there. Like the boys have died and now Krishna is bringing back to life, or even when they enter the mouth of Agasur, then Krishna is there. So with Krishna, they're feeling blissful. It comes to show, like we get so stressed, we get our distress because we forget Krishna, right? But if we remember
Yeah.
Krishna, then even we won't have any distress or stress. Well, sure, the sufferings may come, they may go, whatever issues have to come. But if we can actually hold on to Krishna, then that we'll be able to overcome it easily. Krishna helps. Mm, right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll stop here. Did anyone else have anything else to say? Mm,
Yeah.
okay, right then. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
Yeah.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna. Thank you all for listening.
Hare